So in a year, we spend close to 600 to 700,000 US dollars. So if you can't do what we are doing, keep quiet. Every time souls are won, resources were spent. The salvation is free, but preaching the gospel is highly expensive. And only sons can bear that burden on their shoulders. I read to you already, Deuteronomy 8:18. You shall remember the Lord your God. It is him that giveth thee power to get wealth. To do what? To establish his covenant that he gave your fathers this day. If you are mature, believe it be a project. The way you have building project. Sons in the kingdom, giving is a project to them like that. When you find those who have taken kingdom expansion, kingdom advancement personal, they budget giving for kingdom cause as part of their project. The way they budget to build, that's how they budget for kingdom advancement. And if there are no such people, believe me, you and I won't have the gospel. It came to you free. People paid for it. How many of you here received the Gideon's Bible in primary school? Do you think they prayed in tongues and it came to you? There are people who sit down. This is their monthly project for kingdom advancement. And they are checking where genuine things are happening. And they are giving towards it. That's how you have such things. If I tell you what we do, this is our small place. If I tell you the money that is swallowed in kingdom advancement here, you'll be shocked. If we were sharing money, if it's to get money and share, all of us would have had something. If I tell you, you'll be shocked. Where's Pastor Sonny? This is not something pastors talk about, but let me show you something. To let you know that kingdom rides on the power of the Holy Spirit and the generosity of the sons of God. Kingdom. In this place, we have about 8 kinds of expenditures that we do. We have domestic expenditures. We have expenditures for apostolic centers and satellite churches. We have expenditure for apostolic invasions. We have expenditure for crusades and outreaches. We have expenditure for medical missions. We have expenditure for IDP camp visitation. We have expenditure for membership support scheme, MMS. And we have expenditure for other ministries that are mission oriented. All of them run in millions. Let me give you a little breakdown. I'll take domestic expenditure. What we spend monthly, domestically. This is like 2 years ago now, when we first came here. What we spend. I don't have, logistics is not involved. Major expenditures. Our monthly staff salary is how much, sir? You paid some days ago. How much is it? Sorry? $4.5 million. That means in a week, on the scale of salary, we are doing 1-point-something million. So in a month, it's about 4.5 million. And that's because we have moved some people out of the country and they have left the structure because it was 4.8 million. Now, this place we are using, because we are yet to build ours, we spend 4.8 million per month, averagely, per month. Every week, we pay 900,000 here. And then we spend almost 300,000 for diesel. Now, we bought a 200 kVA generator. That's not part of it. So on a weekly basis, you are doing 1.2 million. 4 weeks, that's 4.8 million. That you are not sitting under a tree is because money is talking. Hey, say, don't give, don't give. That's 4.8 million. So salary, be adding up. Salary, 4.8. Venue, 4.8. Now, how much do you spend on transport per week? Let's use that one for current basis. Because we have over 70% youth here who can pay their transport. How much do you pay? On Sundays, how much? Microphone. So that you know where church money goes. Say, pastors are chopping money. Where is the money? Money that is not enough. We are moving by faith. How much do you spend on Sunday?
Averagely on Sunday is 1.5 million.
1.5 million. That's how young people come to hear God. If you leave them, they won't come, sir. So we bring them by force to hear. When we see anakazo, it's not some part of anakazo is money. You bring them by force. How much do you spend on Tuesday like this?
The list is 570.
570. So 1.4 be 1.5. What did you say for Sunday? 1.5 plus 570. That's 2-point-something million per week. So in a month, how much is that? 2 times 4 is what? That's about 8 million. So add 4.8 plus 4.8 plus 8 million. This is domestic. People don't know what's that. You think kingdom just advanced because angels are blowing fire. I'm not talking crusades, though. I will call Pastor Godwin to give you an idea of crusade and missions. How much do we spend for TV per month? Because we have over 11 million homes. It's not everybody that's on YouTube. The elderly who sit on home and connect to free to air, they hear the message. How much do you spend? Where do we pay for TV per month?
We do $5,000.
$5,000
and then $100,000 for increase.
5,000 US dollars. Convert that. How much is that? That's per month. You think kingdom just move because, when people who don't know God are talking, don't follow them. I'm doing this to deliver somebody. Now, this is us. See how small we are.
At the moment, it's
8
8 million.
million. Add that to what you have. So you have 8 million, 8 million, 4.8 million, 4.8 million. We have not finished that. Now, because we are pushing on media, you have reduced billboards. Because people have to hear. How much do you spend on billboard per month?
Well, billboard should be roughly about 5 million.
I thought it was 2.8. Now, wow. Go and have it now, no. Let people go out and win souls on the street. Those street evangelism. 5 million. Add it. How much do we spend on transportation? Okay, you have given me transportation. You have done billboard. Now, this does not include logistics. If I tell you how much data they use for all the messages you are watching online, say, Kai, God is speaking. God, you will be shocked. We are not talking diesel in the office. The diesel runs like you pour fuel and all matches. I'm not talking the bosses we have, our bosses that move around for evangelism every week. I'm not talking that. How much is that?
Bosses.
No, leave that one. That's logistics. What you have called now, what's the total?
That's 29 million.
That's 29 million? No. 30-point-something million per month. That's domestic without logistics. So when we gather here, it's money talking. If we are spending 8 million per month, do you think our offering here with 70% students and youths, do you think it's up to 8 million? So when they say they are eating offering, know that it's Antichrist that is talking. They don't know what they are saying. Can I shock you? Talk to me about apostolic invasion, sir. How much did we spend for Ghana? We just came from Ghana. How much did we spend for this Ghana apostolic invasion?
Okay, that's about $40,000.
$40,000. They gave me budget of $50,000. I kept trimming and trimming and trimming. Multiply that by the current rate in Naira. That's Ghana. Ghana is, in 1970, you can trek to Ghana. When our fathers were still strong, that's a place you can trek. How much is that? That's about 64 million. And we are not doing it out of ambition. God said go there. We are going to Australia. I'm dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. It's more than Ghana. Last year, the apostolic invasion in UK is more than £100,000. People are not hearing the gospel cheaply, sir. Now, talk to me about crusades. How much do we spend per crusade? A proper crusade, the one I preaching. Because, do you know why I said so? We have what we call in-house evangelists. And Joseph will talk to us about it. There are in-house evangelists that we give money on weekly basis to go to villages to preach. They don't come here. The idea is not to bring them here. They just win souls. So we are using it to train those evangelists, and we're also using it to win souls. So when you hear that we have 1.7 million, it's money talking too. How much, sir?
Okay, the one you preach in, like the last one in Kuje.
In Kuje, yes.
Was 14 million.
14 million. Now we have done more than, last year we did several of those crusades. I've been busy, I've not done much this year. But every time you see me preach in a crusade, domestically, that's 14, 15 million talking. So the 300 people that come out, that's 14 million. Now, give me Zambia, Cameroon, apostolic invasion. How much did we spend for those invasions? Zambia was like last year now also.
Zambia, we spent like 34 million. If I remember.
That's over $26,000. The money I signed it, so I feel it. I can't forget the figure. So in the last 2 years only, the apostolic invasions we have done is almost $300,000. The crusades we have done is almost 200 million. So when you see 1.7 million, it's prayer and money that is talking, sir. And somebody is talking, hey, these people talking. We won't force anybody to give, but kingdom advances when sons give. This is what we use our money for. I hope you know we bought buses. We bought stage, crusade, stage. All those ones are logistics. The buses are over. How much did you buy those buses? Wisdom. The 4 buses. Now, where we are currently, we are spending about 8 million for transport. We need at least 10 coastal buses. How much did we buy those buses?
40 million each of them.
These pictures you are seeing, don't only see crowd though. This is dollars. When people come out like this, they are giving their heart to Christ. That's dollars talking. Now, there are people doing more than 20 times what we are doing, and they are insulting them. And the people insulting them are in the studio. These monies we are talking about, the implication is almost 2 million souls. The people sitting in those studios have not won 1,000 souls, and they are talking. And I'm not talking miracles. People who have been healed. I'm not talking people who have been transformed, on fire for God. And then we have more than 40 workers on our payroll. And somebody who has not employed 2 people is talking. How much did you buy buses, sir?
56 million, sir.
56 million. So when you see those black buses with missions, you are doing, that's million. That's the buses they use. Now, this is domestic expenditure, crusade, and what? Evangelism. Apostolic invasion, crusade, and what? And evangelism. Come, sir. How many people do you mobilize per week? This one is ruler. Our young evangelists here that go out to preach. How many?
We mobilize 4 evangelists.
4 per week.
Yes.
How much do you give each?
150,000.
150,000. Yes. Times 4, how much is that? That's 600,000. A month, that's 2.4 million. To train young evangelists and to also have them win souls. This is crusade, apostolic invasion, and what? Domestic expenditure. Domestic expenditure per month is 30 million. That's per year, 360 million. Apostolic invasion, more than $300,000. Crusade, more than 200 million. And people, they don't know kingdom. If you ask these people, church should be uprooted from the earth. And then you see gullible Christians talking. They don't even know what they are saying. I've not spoke about IDP. You just came back from one IDP in Makodi. At least we have gone to like 8 or 10. How much did you spend on one IDP invasion? 1.2 million. That's over 12 million naira for IDP. I've not talked about medical missions, because we do medical missions. And then there are many ministries that are into missions that we give 1 million per month, 1.5 million, 600,000. There are ministries that we pay rent for. You just supported one with rent last week. How much did you give them? 580. How about the one from Uyo? Don't call the name. How much did you give? 1.5 million. The guys in Jos, how much do you give per month? You don't know kingdom, keep quiet. Oh, when you see all this fight, it's Antichrist. It's Antichrist. Now, then we talk about membership support. You don't know how many people we pay accommodation for. You don't want to know. Most of our young people here in the university, they don't have anybody to train them. Church is all they know. We have people on school fees roster. In moment 10, the semester resume, they line up, we give school fees. He said, cry out, my kingdom through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad. This is what we do with church money. We support the helpless. We pay for kingdom advancement. We pay for soul winning. And then we build system where people come to sit down to learn the ways of God. So in a year, we spend close to 600 to 700,000 US dollars to run what we are running. See how small we are. Imagine the bigger ones. So if you can't do what we are doing, keep quiet. We are winning. We are at the verge of winning 2 million souls now in 2.5 years. There are ministries that have won 10 million souls in 2 years. So imagine what they are spending. And this is not my itinerant ministry. I don't charge money for my itinerant ministry. That one is the one God gave me. When I go, the people who invite me, if they choose to honor me, whatever they honor me, I receive and come back. If they don't, they've given me a platform. At least I won't spend 14 million for that crusade. They've organized a crusade. I've come to preach. That's how I see it. Because if they don't invite me, I will go there. And I would have paid for it. So I see every invitation like an apostolic invasion. Instead of spending $20,000, you set the platform, I come to preach, I leave.